Today, our topic is the best Stoic books for beginners. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. It is a practical philosophy, meaning it is not just about thinking, but about taking action in our daily lives. For anyone new to Stoicism, starting with the right books can make a big difference. Let's talk about some of the best Stoic books for beginners and why they are worth reading. The first book I recommend is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor and one of the most famous Stoic philosophers. His book Meditations is a collection of personal notes he wrote to himself, reminding him of Stoic principles. It is not a formal book, but more like a diary. The great thing about Meditations is that it feels personal and real. Marcus Aurelius was a powerful man, but he faced many challenges, and his writings show how he used Stoicism to stay calm and focused. Reading Meditations is like having a conversation with a wise friend who helps you see life more clearly. For beginners, this book is a great starting point because it is full of short, easy-to-understand passages that you can read slowly and think about. Another excellent book for beginners is Letters from a Stoic by Seneca. Seneca was a Roman philosopher and advisor to the Emperor Nero. His letters are addressed to his friend Lucilius, and they cover many topics like dealing with anger, overcoming fear, and finding happiness. Seneca's writing is clear and practical, making it easy for beginners to understand. One of the key lessons in Letters from a Stoic is that we should not waste time on things that do not matter. Seneca reminds us that life is short and we should focus on what is truly important. This book is a great choice for anyone who wants to learn how to apply Stoic principles in their daily life. The third book I recommend is Discourses and Selected Writings by Epictetus. Epictetus was a former slave who became a Stoic teacher. His teachings were written down by his student Irvine, and they are known as the Discourses. Epictetus focuses on the idea that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. This is one of the core ideas of Stoicism. Epictetus teaches us to accept what we cannot change and to focus on improving ourselves. His writing is direct and sometimes challenging, but it is full of wisdom. For beginners, this book is a good way to dive deeper into Stoic philosophy and understand how to live a life of virtue and resilience. If you are looking for a modern book that explains Stoicism in simple terms, The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday is a great choice. This book is designed to be read one page at a time, with each page offering a short lesson or quote from Stoic philosophy. It is perfect for beginners because it breaks down complex ideas into easy-to-understand pieces. The Daily Stoic also includes practical advice on how to apply Stoic principles in everyday life. For example, it might suggest how to stay calm in a difficult situation or how to focus on what you can control. This book is a great tool for building a daily Stoic practice. Another modern book I recommend is How to Be a Stoic by Massimo Pigliucci. This book is written by a philosopher who explains Stoicism in a way that is easy to understand. Pigliucci shares his own experiences of using Stoicism to deal with challenges in his life, which makes the book relatable. He also explains the history of Stoicism and how it can be applied today. How to Be a Stoic is a good choice for beginners because it combines theory with practical advice. It helps you see how Stoic philosophy can be useful in the modern world. For those who enjoy stories and want to learn Stoicism through examples, The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday is a great option. This book uses historical stories to show how Stoic principles can help us overcome obstacles and achieve success. The main idea of the book is that challenges are not something to avoid, but something to embrace. By facing difficulties with a Stoic mindset, we can grow stronger and wiser. The Obstacle is the Way is full of inspiring stories and practical advice, making it a motivating read for beginners. If you prefer a more structured approach, Stoicism and the Art of Happiness by Donald Robertson is a good choice. This book is like a guide that takes you step by step through the key ideas of Stoicism. It includes exercises and practices that help you apply Stoic principles in your life. For example, it might ask you to reflect on your day and think about how you responded to challenges. This book is perfect for beginners who want to learn Stoicism in a systematic way. Finally, I recommend A Guide to the Good Life, The Ancient Art of Stoic Joy by William B. Irvine. This book is written in a friendly and approachable style, making it easy for beginners to understand. Irvine explains the history of Stoicism and how it can help us find happiness and peace in life. He also shares practical tips on how to use Stoic techniques, like negative visualization, to appreciate what we have. This book is a great introduction to Stoicism for anyone who wants to live a more fulfilling life. Reading these books can help you understand the core ideas of Stoicism and how to apply them in your life. But remember, Stoicism is not just about reading, it is about taking action. The best way to learn Stoicism is to practice it. Start by focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot. When you face challenges, ask yourself how a Stoic would respond. By doing this, you will begin to see the world in a new way. Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to choose how we react to life's events. It reminds us that we cannot control everything, but we can control our thoughts and actions. This is a powerful idea that can help us live a calmer and more fulfilling life. As you read these books, take your time and think about what you are learning. Stoicism is not something you can master overnight. It is a lifelong journey. The more you practice, the better you will become at applying Stoic principles in your life. And remember, you do not have to do it alone. Many people have walked this path before you, and their wisdom can guide you. Whether you choose to read meditations, letters from a Stoic, or a modern book like the Daily Stoic, the important thing is to start. Take the first step, and you will see how Stoicism can transform your life.